Today, we're going to talk about one of the most important aspects of military life, and that is relying on each other. As veterans, we know firsthand what it's like to have somebody to rely on in tough times. It's also crucial to have somebody you can depend on during these tough times as well. In this episode, we will discuss the importance of relying on each other and how we go about doing that even after we leave the military. One of the main reasons that veterans rely on each other is because of the unique experiences that each and every one of us share. We've gone through basic training together. We have, uh, even though we were in different branches, we have served in different countries and served on different deployments, but we share experiences that many people in civilian life will never get to share or don't understand. The military teaches us to work as a team and to rely on each other. We learn to depend on each other to complete the mission and to keep each other safe. There were many times when I was in the Army that I felt like all hell was breaking loose, and to look over and see my buddy just staring back at me, knowing that we were both in the kind of the same situation, that helped out at the time. The sense of camaraderie and mutual support didn't end once we left the military. It actually kept going on, and still keep in contact with most of the people that I have been around in the military and overseas and other duty stations. I try to keep in touch with all of them. Um, I also joined a local veterans group out here where I live in Arizona, and also there's other things like the VFW, that Veterans of Foreign Wars. We keep in touch with each other that way too. And you can also keep in touch on things like this, like a podcast or a Facebook page. That's why I started this, was to try to get people to understand that even though you leave the military, there is still ways we can contact each other, and most of us enjoy contacting each other and talking to each other. Veterans have this sense of feeling that we can rely on each other. All of us, every veteran out there has left the military, and if you're about to leave the military, or if you're thinking about leaving the military, just get with one of us, listen to this podcast. I'm going to go over some stuff on how to make that a little bit easier for you. And even though it was a challenge at the time, there is some tricks that you can do that, if you're unaware of them, it might make it a lot harder. But since we've been through that, we know what it's like to actually get out, and the steps that should be taken to make your life a little easier, trying to get out of one of the hardest things that you can possibly do, which is changing your whole life back to a civilian. So how can veterans keep in touch with each other once they leave the military? Like I said, you can join a Facebook page, you can join the VFW, and those are all veterans that have been through similar situations that you have been through, and they're there to, you know, listen to you and talk with you, and hopefully make things a little bit easier in life. Getting out is a hard thing to do. Nobody said it was going to be easy. They try to make it as easy as they can, but once you do get out, you realize that it's pretty much a slap in the face compared to having somebody tell you what to do all the time. There's going to be nobody to tell you what to do unless you have one of those spouses that, like bossing you around. But other than that, there really is nobody telling you what to do. You're free to do whatever you want, and it's a lot different from being in and always being told what to do, always being told where to go, always being told where to sit. It is quite different. We all know that mental health plays a big role in our everyday life once you're out, and even when you're in. Some of the things we have to go through cause quite a mental strain on your mind, and it can cause problems if it's not taken care of properly. Um, some of the ways that I've found to take care of it is just talking with other veterans, um, expressing myself, trying not to keep everything boiled up inside of me. Counseling has helped. I've been through some counseling. I've tried to take medication. Um, but at the end of the day, talking is what got me through a lot of it. So if you're out there and you're dealing with some mental health and you're not sure what to do, the first step you can do is start talking to somebody. Okay. That's the easiest thing you can do, and that's probably the first thing you should do. You shouldn't keep it all boiled up inside of you. Um, it's not going to help anybody if nobody knows what's going on. So a little backstory on when I got out. So I got out in January 2016. So it's been about 6, 7 years. And when I first got out, one of the mistakes that I made was because of the mixed emotions I had about the military and my life at the time, because I joined so early. Um, I wanted to completely shut out the military from my mind, which is impossible to do. But I was trying to do that. And in the midst of trying to do all that, I actually lost touch with a lot of people that I was in with. So for about a year and a half, I struggled with um, trying to figure out how to be a civilian without the help from the guys that have also trying to be a civilian. So I was kind of in it alone, but I did that to myself. My advice to you, if you're getting out, don't go down that road. It's not a very fun road to go down. And the people that you were with and the people that you're going to meet, the other veterans out there, they've either been through it or they're about to go through it. So there's somebody there to help you out and to guide you along. Take that. Don't just let it go like I did, and try to fight it. Um, Knowledge is power. So as long as people are advising you, and they're doing it for free, you should probably at least consider taking some advice from people that have done this before. So, in conclusion, if anybody's out there that is struggling with any kind of mental health, first, seek help. Okay, so seeking help meaning start talking to somebody. Don't let it stay boiled up inside you. Okay, there is people out there that do care about you. And make it a point to try to reach out to somebody, even if it's a family member. I'm sure if they haven't heard from you in a while, they would like to hear from you. Um, don't be shy. Okay. When you were in the military, you weren't shy. So don't get out and start being shy. I can tell you from experience that putting things on the back burner and trying to worry about it later um, doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's not going to work. Those issues that you're having need to be addressed right now, not tomorrow, not next month, not next year. Right now, they should be addressed. That way, the problem can start getting fixed. Nobody's going to know what's going on if you don't let them know. Don't do what I did. Don't have the bad habit of pushing things aside. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later.